Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted to be joined by a now heavyweight Sonny Edwards and Leo Atang. First and foremost, Leo, I'll ask you, how are you feeling today? Big news?
Absolutely, over the moon. Dream come true.
Well, let's talk about then. Simon Matchroom, boxing. Easy decision to go with Eddie Hearn Matchroom?
Yeah, we spoke to all the promoters. They all had their offers on the table, but for me, like, it's almost been a boyhood dream to come to Matchroom, like, seeing it as a growing up, seeing how it all goes on and stuff. So once I actually signed with them, like, I was over the moon.
Listen, I saw the sort of Instagram post inspired by Anthony Joshua. You're just 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's a baby in the heavyweight division. We've seen Moses Atama at 19, 20 do his thing. But for you, stepping into this heavyweight division, I mean, one punch can change a career almost in that division. Are you ready for it?
Definitely. I know the risks which are going to come with going early, but I also know the rewards of going early. I'm going to learn the game, adapt quicker, and then hopefully get them big fights as soon as possible.
It's going to be exciting times, Sonny Edwards. I mean, I spoke to you yesterday, referencing Monte Griffo, Giorgio Vizioli, brothers, and I tell you what, everybody loves a heavyweight, especially a heavyweight that can bang. How excited about this young man?
Tremendously excited. We met probably about 6-7 months ago.
Leo's trying to be tall there, look, he's trying to be tall.
He's trying to be, but obviously stood next to me it's hard to look tall. But yeah, we met about 6-7 months ago. I took to Leo straight away. His personality is that he's a very good kid. I know it's, you know, a very big kid, but a very good kid, very nice family, very good-hearted. His trainer, Ash, as well, an absolute gentleman. It's a journey that we're really looking forward to, obviously working alongside my career-long manager in Anto Fitzpatrick to guide and steer Leo and help him avoid all the pitfalls that constantly get laid out in front of young boxers. Yeah, I know the biggest question and the biggest question mark is, it's very early, you just turned 18. But the way I look at it, if you give the right prospect, and that I do think Leo is, at 17 years old, he was under-19 world champion. At 16 years old, he was European champion. He was European silver medalist before that. He's hit the ground running in the amateurs and pretty much dominated. With a clear size at the time disadvantage. Now he's getting bigger, he's getting older, he's getting more mature, and I think he's got the best team behind him. I think Matchroom, when it comes to really building a star and they put their efforts and their focus on one fighter, you know, I think it's second to none what Eddie can do for a young fighter's career. And look, we now prioritise the learning stage of Leo's career. As much as everyone's going to get carried away with the performances he brings to the ring, it's going to be on our job, mine and Anto's Matchroom as well, in making sure that he progresses and learns the right lessons he needs to at the right time, and then also learns how to cope with the rounds at the right time as he comes through. And we're in a massive rush for him. Look, when you're 18, you get that luxury of you know, being able to hold your corner a little bit more. And look, Leo's a very, very tough, very ambitious and game individual, so straight away he's going to be looking at the fights that people want him to be in. But like I said, it will be our job to make sure that by the time he gets there, he stays there for a long time.
Sonny, you mentioned your job in matching this young man. Now, how difficult is it going to be? Because like I said to you, the heavyweight division, it's one punch from either man that can change a career almost. So how difficult is it going to be a task for you to manage this young man's career so early on?
I don't really think so. I think there's going to be a lot for us to go through. I think Leo operates already at a very mature and good level. He can hurt his opponent. I've seen him do it in sparring. I've seen him do it in fights. He can take a shot, and he's not one of the fighters that get caught once and sort of look to go missing. If anything, he gets caught with a shot and looks to come back for it. If anything, he bites down on his gum shield and starts.
Fan-friendly?
Definitely, but that's why, because of who he is as a person, that'll probably be the hardest job. Because, you know, whilst the rest of the world's going, oh, we want to see him versus this fight or this fight, he's going to be thinking it the same way. I can already tell with who he is as a person. But I was instructed the right way and guided through my career the right way. And by the time I got to world level, I was ready to stay there and defend. And that's the mission for Leo. If you try and jump too many levels too quick, that's when the experience can get you. And you know, with a prospect like Leo, it means a lot to us, and it'll mean a lot to Matchroom. They're putting a lot of time, energy, investment into him, and as they should. They generally think he's one for the future. If not, he is the future of the heavyweight division.
You mentioned that it was an easy decision to sign with Eddie Hearn, but was it an easy decision to sign with Sonny and Anto?
No,
Make
no.
sure you answer this.
No, definitely.
Answer this right, Leo.
No, I spoke again with a lot of managers, but straight away, like, it just almost felt natural to be coming straight to someone who's done it before for advice. And then the more and more I speak to him, the more and more I learn about how good Anto was as a manager as well. And that's when I almost put my trust and faith in both of them. And, well, I'm looking around me and it's obviously worked out.
David, I'm going to give Anto a shout out because he is one of the best managers in the game. Doesn't come on camera, does his business, which is what we like. He is a very, very, very good manager. Now, Leo, how tall are you?
Like 6'4".
6'4", that makes Sonny 6'6" right now?
6'7".
6'7"?
7, I'd say.
Can you imagine him as a heavyweight?
Scary heavyweight.
6'7" Sonny Edwards.
Nah, I'm smashing him.
Well, I probably wouldn't even be managing fighters if I was a heavyweight. I'd be on my own private island somewhere.
You think you would have earned that much money?
100%.
World champion against Tyson Fury.
Just remember, don't get me wrong, obviously they're bigger and they're more powerful, but the best in the world at 1 point flyweight and the efficiency and the ease to be more technically in control of my body. What do you think I look at through my eyes when I watch a heavyweight fight? Well, I did.
Fluidity.
Well, I did until I saw young Leo Atang. He's the first one I've seen that I want. You know, I'm glad I'm not a heavyweight. He's the first one.
Well, you look at the heavyweight division now. When we look at Anthony Joshua, obviously you're a fan of Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury retired. Anthony Joshua coming to the end. Usyk coming to the end. Zhang's 40. Joyce is 40. I mean, we're needing that superstar, that household name, that name to carry the heavyweight division. Can it be you in the near future?
100% it can be.
Same question, Sonny.
Yeah, and I think it will be. I think it will be. I think he learns the lessons, he matures, he gets the momentum, the confidence. Look, he's an 18-year-old boy. He's just turned 18. So there's still a lot of way that Leo's going to develop and mature just by biology and maturity of age. So he's got a lot to look forward to, and it's about really just protecting him as much as possible without, it sounding like a negative. Us as boxers, we need that protecting from our own ambition, from our own goal, for the fights that we'd pick ahead of schedule. I mean, boxing's all about timing. And I think at the right time when Leo gets there, he will be the fighter that everyone is talking and thinking about.
Well, obviously, he's going to. One final question from me. He's obviously, people are going to be asking him, when's he out? Heavyweight, 18 years old. Let's see what this kid's all about. So when is he going to be out? When can we look forward to his debut?
Well, yeah, obviously now we've announced and he's linked up with Matchroom. He's going through now as we speak the the licensing, the medical. He's going through that process. So after that's probably done, I would say tied up in the next month, 2 months or so. Then as soon as possibly that Matchroom want him, to be honest, the plan for him really is to be very busy. The plan for him is to fight all over, get some fights abroad, get some experience, and really sort of give him the promotional push that a young heavyweight amateur world champion deserves. GB wanted him. GB had him on their trial where he'd got on the squad, and then they was trying to sign him in for the next Olympic phase. But I think he made the right decision. If your goals are aimed at being the best pro, the more time you spend directing towards there, the better. And I think he made the right decision. I think the timing's perfect. And yeah, it's going to be a great journey to be a part of.
I'll let you have the final word, Leo. God willing, we have 15 years of you in the professional game to enjoy your career, to follow your career from the start right now till you becoming world champion or whatever, right? So tell the fans that are watching this right now, what can they expect from Leo Atang going into the future?
You can expect some fun nights, some fast, skillful thinking in the boxing. God,
knockouts, we want the knockouts.
Knockouts too, don't worry. I'm jumbling my words here, but no, definitely, you're going to have some big nights in British boxing once again.
Leo, it's going to be exciting times. You've got Sonny and Eddie Hearn behind you, man. That's a good duo, and yourself, obviously. It's going to be exciting times for us fans and us media to follow your career so far. So, Leo, thank you so much, brother. Sonny, as always, appreciate your time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.